It's finally here, the start of the 2024 Vikings regular season. This is Pick 6 presented by KFAN, the show where we ask your questions to coaches, players, and experts. And we're going to start this one off with a bang. The first question is going to Justin Jefferson. This is from Jalen in Watertown. He wants to know, what is one of your personal goals this season?
One of my personal goals this season is always to win a Super Bowl. But I would say I got to get 100 receptions this year.
Thanks, JJ. We can't wait to see what you do this season for sure. We're going to move on now to question number 2. This is from Seth in Golden Valley, and he wants to know, what is the Vikings' biggest challenge this season? We got NFL Network's Kurt Warner, the Super Bowl champion, to answer this one.
Yeah, I think I would just say that their biggest challenge is going to be within their division. Is that, very seldom do we see 3 teams from a division make the playoffs. I think everybody has the Lions and the Packers slated as playoff teams this year. And so anytime you're playing in a really tough division where you know that you're going to have 6 games that are going to be really, really tough. There are no easy games with, and we didn't mention the Bears, but Caleb Williams, exciting young quarterback, good talent offensively. We know what their defense did down the stretch last year. And so I don't think they're an easy out. Packers, Lions are going to be tough. And so I believe that's going to be the biggest challenge for the Vikings, is to be able to win a number of games within their divisions. Of those 6 games that they play, to be able to win 4 of those games and put themselves in a prime playoff position, I believe will probably be their biggest challenge.
Appreciate that insight, Kurt. Now moving on to the next question, we're going to go back to the players for this one. What's one thing fans don't know about this defense that they should? We found Mr. Everything himself, Josh Metellus, to answer this.
I think one thing that the fans should know about this defense that they probably don't is how energetic we're going to be on Sundays. I think we got a lot of guys, different personalities, and it's all going to show on Sunday, and everybody's going to be loose and play with a lot of energy.
All right, Josh, we love to hear that. And we also love Good Morning Football. The host of Good Morning Football, Jamie Erdahl, she's a Vikings fan. We figured we'd ask her this question. Who is your new favorite face on the Vikings?
When you have somebody come on to Good Morning Football and guest host, now there's 2 Vikings that have done this for GMFB. Josh Metellus is good. He's solid, okay? He came in during Super Bowl. But Aaron Jones, he brought that, at the time, Packers energy. But when he arrived and put that purple sombrero on, I could not have been more thrilled for the Vikings. The running back room, you guys got a gem. He is my favorite new face on the Vikings. Aaron Jones, woo!
Aaron Jones is such a great answer, Jamie. We're really excited to see him debut as a Viking. However, we're also excited to see Sam Darnold make his debut as the Vikings quarterback. Jerry in Sioux Falls, South Dakota wants to ask Sam, what are you most looking forward to about returning to MetLife Stadium and making your Vikings season debut?
Yeah, I feel like, there's a lot of storylines that could be written, the first few weeks of the season. Obviously, going to London to face the Jets, going back to MetLife week 1, and then, obviously playing San Francisco week 2. But, for me and for us as a whole, it's really, taking it 1 week at a time, really 1 day at a time, making sure that, we're doing everything that we can every single day to just put ourselves in a great position to go out there and compete, during game day and put ourselves in a good position to win football games.
Well, Sam, we are very excited to see you in purple and gold, as well as several new faces from this year's draft class. We caught up with Dallas Turner for our final Pick 6 answer of this episode. Aaron in Robbinsdale wants to know, what's it like playing in venues like US Bank Stadium?
So in college, in the SEC, the SEC championship is in the Mercedes Dome in Atlanta. And, it's a dome, nice dome and stuff like that. So, but every single time we played in those type of environmental games and stuff like that, where it's in a big arena, it kind of, especially that arena, in my opinion, at the time was cream of the crop. And so, playing in there, just gave you it gave you chills playing in a big stadium like that. And, little did I know, I was going to be in the NFL, and my home field is a bigger stadium than that. So, it just walking out there whenever we play, it just gives me chills. Honestly, I know my first game for a fact. I just had to go out there early, before the warm-up, was just get a feel for the stadium. Just looking around, just getting real comfortable with it. And I felt like there's gonna be a lot of plays made in that building for sure. But it was an unreal feeling, going out there, for my first preseason game, first game in general. And, it felt like home for sure. So.
Well, thanks to Dallas Turner for wrapping up this episode. We are just days away from the Vikings making their season debut at MetLife Stadium on Sunday at noon. If you want to ask questions to any of our players or experts or coaches, be sure to go to my Twitter account at Tatum Everett for the form to fill out or just reply to a tweet. We appreciate you watching.